Okay, so I've got a big trip that I'm going on. Today is day one of the trip. So last weekend, yesterday, I finished up I finished up all the orders that are in queue, and I finished all that stuff. And when I leave today, David is going to ship all that out. David is way more than shipping. It's right now it's like 6 something in the morning. Today is Thursday. Today's Thursday, the 30th. I think it's the 30th of August, and today I will be embarking on what will most likely be a pretty crazy trip with hopefully lots of skateboarding. I've got a lot of days where I'm going 400 miles on the motorcycle, on the beloved Black Monster. And so right now, I just took the high schooler. I've got 2 high schoolers right now, Chinese foreign exchange student and my 15-year-old son. So I just finished taking my 15-year-old to the bus stop. My foreign exchange son sprained his ankle in soccer yesterday, which was awesome. That soccer looks like it's good. Bummer that he sprained his ankle, but he's fine. And so I'll be leaving here after I finish a nice big tick list. Last night I finally sat down. When you have a big motorcycle trip, you can't just go plan your itinerary. I've really learned that you can't just plan an itinerary, like just write down where you're going and time it out. It doesn't work that way. Now I've been humbled on motorcycle trips now a few times. I'm not a lifelong motorcyclist. I only started riding motorcycles about 5 years ago, and so rode skateboards my whole life, but not motorcycles. And low battery, that's fine. Anyways, last night I sat down and kind of bulleted out my itinerary, which has been changing because the hurricane, what's his name, Harvey, has been pummeling all my friends along the southern coast. And so all my plans of going down into Alabama and Mississippi have been swapped for plans to go through. So today I go up to Cleveland for 2 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, actually, I'm leaving Cleveland on Sunday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Cleveland, and then from Cleveland I'm going to Terre Haute, Indiana. From Terre Haute, Indiana, going to Springfield, Missouri. From Springfield, Missouri, I'm going to Oklahoma City. When I get to Oklahoma City, I'm going to skate a pump track with Darcy Riva. I'll be skating a ton in Cleveland, be skating a ton in Terre Haute. They both are terrific destinations for skateboarding. Then from Oklahoma City, I'm going to skate a pump track with Darcy Riva. And I love meeting people who I've interacted with on social media. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I'm going to go from Oklahoma City down to Dallas. My plan is to skate Dallas be in Dallas for 2 days, and skate and maybe do a little filming in Dallas. There, I'm not a guy that you would film on a skateboard, but there are always moments that you'd like to commit to memory. You know, there are always times like that. So I like the idea of filming for that reason. Then anyway, it's 6 something in the morning. The sun's barely up. It's beautiful. It's not raining here, and I'm gonna make the most of this morning. I'm gonna pick up some after I do Dallas. I'm going to head to Austin, and I'll be in Austin for the weekend next. And not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. I'm gonna arrive in Dallas, in Austin, on Friday in the afternoon. Mr. Wren, my homie on the ground, will be getting out of work about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and he and I will cause multiple mayhems together over there with all my friends. I'm gonna spend a couple days there, and then I'm just gonna see whether I stay in the Austin area or whether I'm then gonna retreat after the weekend up to my brother in Wichita Falls on the way home. He's a good kick north of there. Seeing him in Wichita Falls would be awesome. But he's my brother, though. You know how it is with family. You always think, well, you know, I'll see him at something else. But you know, my family and I, we go like sometimes years and years without seeing each other. So I'd really like to make him a stop on the way home. But you know, once I finish that first weekend in Austin, I'm gonna probably be itching to get home. I have really enjoyed a productive week in the workshop. Actually, I didn't. That's the thing, is I didn't enjoy a productive week. You know, I have this injury in my back. I've got a couple of them, and it plagues me when I work. You know, and yesterday was my first full-on work day since I got hit by a car on the 11th, and yesterday was really interesting, just working with the injury. You know, you got to put one foot up on a milk crate while you're working, and then you got to switch the other foot up on a milk crate while you're working. You have to do all this stuff to make sure that things don't tighten up too much or get too crazy and like that. And I you know, it feels sort of like a puzzle to me, you know, just to find out how to get through and keep working. And I always believe that, you know, I'm never alone. I really do. I have a really strong belief in God, and I found religion, if you will, when I was about 17 years old, and and what I found was Jesus. I've never been able to gel with American Christianity the way that it's taught and done in so many of our churches. It stands in a really stark contrast to what I read in my scriptures and what I experience as I engage that life described in the scriptures. But my experience and my read on it is definitely not in keeping with a lot of what's going on. But that said, working in the workshop hurt. This morning I woke up really sore from working the benches, and I thought, how am I going to make it through a skate trip and a big haul, you know, 400 mile a day motorcycle journey, and I don't know, you know, maybe I'll have to quit and come home. Maybe I'll have to stop and rest and change my plans, and that's possible. Maybe my body isn't up to this trip. I got hit by a car on the 11th. That's just like 18 days ago, or something. I mean, let's see, 30 minus 11 is 20 minus 19 days ago. And I was hit pretty hard. I was not destroyed, or I didn't have a serious concussion. But anyway, I'm making this video, and I'm going to make honestly, I'm going to make a shit ton of videos, because commemorating life is why I'm making these videos. I don't want to be a YouTube star. I've watched firsthand what that does to skateboarding. I've been watching what it does to people's lives. I've been watching what it does to people's characters, and the easy fame of posting videos and slaving your life and your work into posting content for Google ad customers, corporations to pay for content, and Google to pay you. And I don't wake up in the morning want to piss people off, but I want to tell you something. I do not respect that industry of content production and like that. I do not. I don't. I can't pull it off. In fact, I openly criticize the YouTube content production industry. There are better ways to help and serve your community than creating quippy, dippy content on YouTube. And sometimes success, in getting money is used to justify our ways forward. I don't have that opportunity. That's funny. But I would like to I'll give you this just at the end of here. I would like to expand your mind with this. When someone says, well, they're making money, so they must be doing something right, I'd like to let you know that those people who are obtaining fame and money are usually not doing something right. They're usually saying yeah no to 100 more productive and more powerfully uplifting things in order to boil it down to the equation that lines their pocket the most deeply. And I offered you that to help you understand why I not only do not have automatic respect for content generation and skateboarding, but I also do not have automatic respect for a lot of things in life. In fact, I learned very young, being a young punk rock kid in New York, that respecting something has to earn respect in order to be respected. And if something doesn't pass your sniff test or your respect test, don't respect it. Don't go along with the crowd. You have to question your authority. Usually in America nowadays, your authority is based on consumerism and retail and branding. And I refuse to some extent to be a part of that. Do I have a brand? Yeah. Do I sell a product? Yeah. But not the same way. I encourage all of you to question authority, even if it takes you away from buying my shit. Even if it means I make less money because you do it. Although I work hard in my professional life to be someone doing something that has real value. And my hope is that by promoting a good, honest, skeptical approach like this, that you might wind up choosing what I do over my competition. Yeah, there's a bias there. No sweat at all. I do. I want you to buy my skateboards. I do. It's a huge deal to me. Making these skateboards is a journey of my heart and a journey of my life. So I'm gonna let you go with that. Everything's weird when you're on a camera. Peace be with your spirit. I hope that you guys can walk in light today, and I hope when I check in with you, I'm in one piece and not wrecked on the road. That's pretty negative, but so is life sometimes, and I'm not afraid. Or I am afraid, but I'm gonna keep going. You too, okay? I'll see you on the road.